The TNT 300 is a bike which could make or break Benelli's fortunes in India. While it's great to have a halo product like the 1130 we tested previously on the show, that will remain an aspiration for most. Instead, this 300 is a bike which will appeal to the types who rode a 100cc commuter bike in college and graduated to a 150 when they got their first paycheck. Hang on a sec, that sounds a little like me. The TNT 300 is the smallest capacity bike from DSK Benelli on sale in India. Although it carries the TNT moniker, it is not a 3-cylinder bike like the bigger 899 and the 1130 TNTs we've ridden earlier. Instead, it is powered by a 300cc parallel twin engine. In principle, this bike is similar to the Ninja 300 with a 2-cylinder engine, but it is more of an everyday street bike rather than a mini race replica, which should mean less weight on my wrists and an easy to ride stance. It also looks comfortable enough to sit on. The TNT 300 styling is a bit of a mixed bag. I really like it when a functional element like the rear shock absorber here also forms part of the visual appeal of the motorcycle. However, this anonymous looking tank is not to my liking. The fuel tank should form the centerpiece of a bike's design, and in the case of the TNT 300, that is just not the case. One thing is for sure, Benelli is making an effort to make their bikes appear appealing. Even an entry-level model like the TNT 300 has upside-down front forks, dual-petal disc rotors in the front, liquid cooling, and so on. These are specs usually found on bigger, more expensive machines, and the fact that DSK Benelli offers these on a humble 300 earns them brownie points. When you buy a Benelli TNT 300, you can opt for either Pirelli tires, like our test bike is fitted with, or MRF tires. The MRF tires are slightly narrower, which might translate to better fuel economy. However, the Pirellis are surely grippier. Benelli informs us that more than 90% of customers have opted for the Pirelli tires. The price difference, if you were interested to know, is just 10,000 rupees, in which case it makes sense to go for the Pirelli tires. So what's the Benelli TNT 300 like to ride? In simple terms, it's a good chassis let down by a somewhat mediocre engine. Another thing is, it's geared shortly. It's quite a buzzy engine. There are a lot of vibrations coming through the foot pegs, which are a little disconcerting. Also, you need to use a lot of throttle and really push the needle towards the nether regions of the rev range to get it to really make a move. There's also a bit of a flat spot in the engine around the 5,000 RPM mark, which also detracts a little bit from riding pleasure. So in that sense, like I said right at the start, this is a good chassis. It's got great balance. It turns into corners very positively. It shifts from side to side really well, but it's let down by the engine. The TNT 300 Street Fighter styling also provides for an upright riding position, which is actually very comfortable on a commute. Unlike something like the Ninja 300, which is a mini race replica that puts a lot of weight on your wrist. But it's always nice to talk numbers, and Benelli claims the TNT 300 has 38 bhp and 26.5 Newton-meters of torque, and that should be enough for what is essentially a commuter bike. If we are to compare this to the Kawasaki Ninja 300, then we see the Benelli actually produces a little more power. And now it's verdict time. I really wanted to like this Benelli 300, you know. But when I weigh the pros against the cons, unfortunately it's the cons that win out. As nice as this bike is to ride, there are still some bits that I cannot reconcile on a 3.25 lakh rupee motorcycle. The plastics, the quality of the switchgear, etc. still leaves something to be desired. Add to it the fact that there are bikes from other more established brands like Kawasaki in this market for similar kind of money. It makes the 300's case just a little bit weaker.
Coming up next.
In Going in Style, we take a look at the safest car in the world, the Mercedes S-Card.